So that's all we have about that. But before we move on, I just want to tell you how to say 14 and 4 and 10. Every time there's a 10 or a 4 involved in Chinese, it'll be a tongue twister if you say it quick enough. So 4 is
4
and 10 is
10.
So the tone with the 4 is 4 and the tone with the 10 is 10, so it goes up. If we can ignore that for now though, because that's not what we're focusing on. Instead it's 4, like just an SI becoming a 10.
SHI,
adding an H. And now it's interesting because 4 in Chinese is just 4, 10 is just 10, but if you say 14,
that's 14.
so it's 10 plus 4.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the reasons why Chinese people are so good at maths, because it's such a simple structure to their own language that it's easier for them to understand it. Do you know that in French you have to say...
I know, it's like, for instance, like 36 is like 5 multiplied by 6.
Yeah, almost,
plus 5, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly how it works.
Higher numbers get really complicated. So, if you're French and you struggle with maths, I think that's because of your own language. And Chinese people just made it simple, so blame it on that.
Yeah, sorry, that's why we're so good at math.
But now we get good at pinyin as well.
Okay, now I'll give you another example. Is 40. How to say 40?
So 40 would then be 4 in the top, in the beginning, and then 10. So it's 4 tens basically.
Yeah.
So it would be
40.
Exactly. So don't worry about not exactly understanding what we're saying here. So the idea is just to follow along and being able to tell the difference, okay? Because this is super, super important. Now we get 40. If we flip it, it's 10, 4, so it's 14. Okay, so it's 14.
14.
Exactly. And then the word to be is 是. Okay? So to be is 是 and 10 is 十, just a bit of a tone difference there. Nothing really major. And then this is when the tongue twister starts. 4 is 4. 10 is 10. 14 is 14. 40 is 40.
So do you want to try the tongue twister?
Yes. We have 4 and then that is 4. So 四是四. It's actually very difficult because I never say 4 is 4. Instead I usually just say 44. So I tend to get it wrong here. 四是四. And then 10 is much easier.
十是十.
十是十. So just H, H, S, H, S, H, S, H. 14, 十四是十四. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's very good. Then comes to 40是40. 40 is 40.
And I want to finish up with a 44是44. That was a bit slow. 44是44.
Okay, do you want to try one more time? Do you want to try like, okay, from the
The
top
whole
up.
thing?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, go.
44十是十14是14 40是40 almost there, yeah?
Almost. Okay, let me try. 44十是十14是十四40是40.
Excellent.
I can do it better, but
You can do it much better. Yeah. First take, excellent.
Yeah. Practice at home. See if we can do it.
Yeah. So that way you can practice numbers, but you can also get used to S and H. And if you know that already, then Z and H and C and H are quite easy to just add on as well. Excellent. And it's a tongue twister, so it'll impress a lot of Chinese people.
Yeah.